Welcome to the Man United stream, hope you're doing well. It's Friday and we've got huge transfer news, lots of transfer news, not just for Man United but from other clubs as well. It's going crazy, everyone's going mad in this January transfer window. There's so many clubs out there wanting to buy players this January transfer window. It's different from any other January transfer window we've ever had. It's normally quite slow, quite dull. I mean, there might be a few clubs out there making a few minor signings, but this year it sounds like everybody is out there willing to spend big money and bringing in big players. I mean, we've got Marcus Rashford leaving from Man United. That's number one. That's a big player from the Premier League willing to join another team out in Italy, we're hearing. But we're going to be discussing that and lots more in today's show. And we'll also be discussing the futures of players like Omar Mamouche and Kvaradona. I mean, this is crazy times, I'm telling you. So make sure you stick around, make sure you hit the like button on this video, and if you're not already subscribed to the Man United stream channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all the latest Manchester United news and more from one single daily dose. Okay, so let's not waste any further time. Lots has been happening in the last 24 hours. Everything, of course, is focused on Man United and the outgoings, the players that are going out of Man United, which hopefully will allow Man United to go out there and spend big on other players coming in. Now, we've heard Marcus Rashford is very close, is on the verge of signing for AC Milan, but yesterday we had a spanner in the works, almost like, we weren't even expecting this, but suddenly Napoli have joined the race to sign Marcus Rashford, and in return they're talking about maybe doing a swap deal. I think this news is no news. I think this is just root reports from journalists, but I don't think they're concrete reports. I don't feel Napoli are really that interested in signing Rashford, and certainly not doing a swap deal for Kvaradona. I mean, that's what's been touted as a possible solution to this whole saga, where Man United get Kvaradona and, well, Rashford goes the other way. If that's going to happen, would you prefer that? I would be happy with that. I'd be happy with that, but I can't see that happening. I think Man United are pretty slow when it comes to these kind of negotiations, and we've not really heard anybody else being touted or being looked at by United, and that's a bit worrying for me. I really want to see United go out there and make some serious quick moves early on in the transfer market, and they haven't done that. It looks like Man City are doing that. Man City have reportedly agreed personal terms with Omar Mamouche, and he is on his way to Man City. That's a huge signing. This kid is on form right now. One of the best strikers in Europe, up there with Gyökeres, and I think he's going to be fantastic. And I think United might have missed something there. They should have gone and maybe even made an inquiry for him. I think that would have been a really solid signing. I mean, there's still some skeptics out there with Gyökeres and with Osimhen. I think there's a split of about 60-70% fans like the thought of Osimhen, and then the rest don't. And then you got the same for Gyökeres. There's about 60-70% of fans who like the thought of signing Gyökeres, but then there's doubters out there as well who feel that he's not going to be good enough for Man United. I'm not quite sure. What I'm desperate for is a signing, a striker to come in, an out-and-out striker that gives Man United some options and gets us some goals, because that's what we're missing. Of course, we need to sort out that left-back position. That's a huge problem at United, and until we don't go and do that, until we don't go and sort out the left-back problem and get our defence solid again, we're not going to be able to go forward. That's the problem. We need to work our way from backwards to front, and I think if we haven't got the core of this team sorted, we're not going to really be successful going forward. So we need to sort out the defence. We need to, of course, get a top striker in, and then start working on building this team up and getting them to work hard. That's the key thing. Will we get the money? Now, we've heard from Sir Jim Ratcliffe and INEOS that they are willing to spend money in this January transfer window. Apparently so. Apparently it's been reported that they will spend money if the right player comes available. That's a bit odd to hear, because there are players available. There's lots of players available, but United are not willing to go and make the deal. That's the problem. So, no, we're not willing to spend any money. I think they're just hearing the backlash from the fans who are kicking off saying INEOS need to spend some money, And INEOS have then come out saying, yes, we are willing to spend money. Don't worry about the financial fair play rule excuse that we used a few weeks ago. We will spend money if the right player comes along. But we don't believe that one bit. The rumours about United needing to sell players, even homegrown talent like Kobbiemainoforsale, I think they're true. I think they are true. I think INEOS will, if an offer comes in, sell anybody at this club because they want the funds to go out there and buy other players. And right now, they're not willing to spend their own personal money in Man United, and that's what we've had a problem with all these years with the Glazers. We've got owners that literally don't want to spend any of their own money. They don't want to put their money where their mouth is, and we're stuck. Every time we get into these kind of situations where we desperately need to make some signings, we don't. And then what happens is that we panic near the end of the transfer window and then buy any crap that's walking in, and that's what happens. That's genuinely what happens in under the Glazers, and what's happened for many years. And I think INEOS need to change this, and if they don't, we're going to be really up shit's creek. I mean, last summer transfer window wasn't brilliant. Let's be honest, it wasn't brilliant, and I don't want January to be the same. Make sure you hit the like button on this video, make sure you subscribe. You're watching the Man United Stream channel by the fans for the fans.